I want to say congratulations to Alexia Wilson for being named the High School Teacher of the Year for Riverside Unified School District. I can't think of anybody that is more deserving of this award than Alexia is. The impact she makes on our classroom, the work that she does with our students, it is absolutely amazing.
She is truly one of the most gifted teachers I've ever met.
I don't know if you understand how good of a teacher she really is.
She is not just knowledgeable, she's able to convey knowledge and enthusiasm and a love of learning to her students and to her colleagues, quite frankly.
Alexia has definitely taken me under her wing. She inspires me on a daily basis with her tireless efforts to perfect her craft.
Coming in, I really didn't know what I was doing or how to lesson plan appropriately or effectively, and she was a huge guiding factor in my early development as an educator.
I've worked with her as an English teacher. I've worked with her in the AVID program. I was the AVID coordinator and she was an AVID teacher. And I can tell you without a doubt, she is one of the most outstanding teachers I have ever had the pleasure to work with in any subject area that she's given.
Mrs. Wilson has done so much for me in terms of understanding and learning more about literature. She helps me with understanding the components necessary to write a poem, write an essay, and also just making literature more interesting with funny videos and funny writings about literature.
Miss Wilson has made me a much better writer, but she's also inspired me to just care about literature in general.
She had this magic of making even the simplest of texts feel like they matter to you, like you are directly impacted by them.
It doesn't seem like there is a wasted moment, and it seems like she really pours herself into thinking about what is she going to bring to these students, what is she going to offer them, rather than just, here's the curriculum, here's what I'm going to do.
It's a gift for her to be able to bring the content that she's teaching alive to her students.
I'm personally a STEM-oriented person, but she managed to help me find a love and appreciation for literature that I didn't know I had.
She made it to where there was never really a dull moment, even when we were just reading a book or writing, and it really made my days more interesting, to say the least.
It's just really cool to see that she has such a lasting importance in their life.
I always think of when I walk into her classroom, just how engaged students are and how excited she is to do the work that she does.
What I've heard from students is just how intense and how deep the conversations are in her class.
She has this power to make literature that could have been written hundreds of years ago feel deeply intimate, deeply personal, and most importantly, important to us.
She's generous with her time and her talent with her students, and not just her students, but really any student who needs help. She's not a teacher who says, those aren't my kids, they're not in my class. Any student at Poly High School is one of her students.
No matter what age the students are, they seem to have some sort of connection with her. I've had sophomore students, junior students, and senior students all rave about her.
I met Miss Wilson my sophomore year when I took her honors literature class, and I liked her so much that I decided that I wanted to have her as a teacher again.
You can really tell that she loves what she does, and her enthusiasm a lot of times rubs off on us.
When I started taking Miss Wilson's AP literature class, and I just saw her undeniable passion, her excitement, I realized that she was becoming the benchmark of what I wanted to be, of the way I wanted to teach.
Passion. That is really the word that jumps out for me. When we have conversations about students that are doing well, students that are struggling, you see the passion in her eyes. You see the desire to get everything she possibly can out of her students. And you see the care that she truly has for every one of her students.
Not only is she a wonderful literature teacher, she's also a kind, generous, and caring human being who cares about her students' mental health.
On a personal level, she was kind, caring, always had an open ear for any student that needed it.
She had great empathy and sympathy towards me and our whole class in general. I mean, it's very rare to find somebody that could empathize with teenagers because we're so all over the place our sophomore year.
She's the type of person who you can come to whenever to talk about what's bothering you or any of your problems, and she'll give you great advice. She's very approachable and caring.
Anytime I needed someone to talk to, she was there. And I know that I'm not alone in this.
It's obvious that she cares about not only her craft, but the students that she serves and the colleagues that she serves alongside with.
She's the first person to offer to help another teacher with a lesson plan, with watching a class, with really anything we need.
I've never heard her complain once. I've heard her be upset with things not working out the way that she planned and that she thought about, but she doesn't even, it's like a speed bump for her. She just keeps going and she just keeps really getting better at her craft.
She's the advisor for multiple clubs, which just goes to show how much she cares about her students' goals and passions.
She's a club advisor for multiple clubs. She's part of Philosophy and Ethics Bowl. It's astonishing to me how much she is able to give to our school.
She even decides to take her time off from lunch and her mornings to give us time to work on assignments or ask her questions.
She really puts in the effort for us.
She is a gift to Poly High School, and we are just beyond fortunate to have her working with us.
She truly does deserve this award.
She deserves this because of, well, everything that I've said and more. Miss Wilson, if you're watching this, congratulations. You deserve it along with all the amazing things in life. I am so happy for you, and I am so grateful to you.
Congratulations, Miss Wilson.
Congratulations, Alexia.
I really hope that she continues doing great things, and I just want to tell her, congratulations, Mrs. Wilson.
Alexia, I want to say congratulations. This is very deserving. You are a great English teacher, and we are so proud and happy that you are part of our family at Riverside Poly High School.